Greetings, Digital Democrats. It is I, Shipman, again. And today I'm here to talk about breadcrumbing. So breadcrumbing is an informal name for an informal social media strategy that I have invented. Oh, not really. It's kind of like organically formed, to be honest, as a way to promote digital democracy and flux, with no money, with a rabid and avid membership base, and using social media to its best effect, as far as I'm concerned. So the main purpose of breadcrumbing is to leave little breadcrumbs in the comment section of mainstream or larger readership-based media platforms, whether that's the social media of other politicians or political parties, or that's just the news, or that's a tech blog or interest group that you're into. As a member or as a digital democracy advocate, you insert digital democracy into that conversation, hopefully where it's slightly relevant, as tenuously relevant as possible, essentially, and then we jump in there. In a best case scenario, you'd work with a bunch of other digital democrats, or within fields and areas that maybe don't necessarily align, but you could point them to great comments or great comment sections where you inserted digital democracy, and they can come and give it a bunch of likes, a bunch of angry faces, a bunch of love reacts to sort of trick the Facebook algorithm or the whatever algorithm we're working with, Reddit, etc., to putting that to the top of the comment section, and then letting that top comment be carried to the thousands or millions even of readers and viewers of that comment, based on the initial entity's reach, rather than trying to use our own reach, which is circular and kind of locked in, and we're preaching to the choir a lot of the time. So this is a way to expand the reach and the internet, the internet's knowledge of digital democracy and vote flux and who's offering what, where, etc. So let's jump in. I'm going to put up my little hiders here. So that goes here now, and that will, and this one will at the top, and then we're going to jump into here. Cool. Straight on it. Easy. So this here is an example of breadcrumbing that I've done here. So this is on the Victorian Young Greens page. 6,000 reach. They've put up a little meme or a repost of a tweeter, unsure. Actually, it is definitely that. Basically, this guy thinking about joining the Labour left and becoming insanely mad at the Greens for expressing opinions I also hold but can't say publicly. So twist this. This is a guy who likes Labour left's values but also likes the Greens' values and wishes to be able to vote for both over a 4-year period. So I've just completely janked this. Looks like Thomas is a digital democrat and doesn't want to be bound for 4 years by one particular party's line. These people will all find the digital democracy revolution, even if they keep accidentally voting for centralized parties for a couple more elections. So again, kind of cheeky, not necessarily being like aggressive or rude or linking out to any web pages or trying to grow a following for a different thing. Just sort of mentioning it conversationally, but kind of a bit tongue-in-cheek and being a bit of a jerk. But again, a couple of likes, a couple of loves, sits up the top, and it will get carried to the thousands of people. I can't see this one because of my edges. Vice, here's another one. So I always follow Vice and kind of always have. They've fallen off, personal opinion. You Awake. I just saw this post and it was 2 minutes fresh. So I figured they've got thousands of reach, 200 and something thousand apparently. So just jump on with the first comment, digital democracy or death, hurry up and cover it. Like, barely relevant, but it is sort of relevant. And it gets a couple of likes and it will sit to the top and enough people will see it. So let me get these out of here again. At the bottom. Where's the other one gone? Yeah, you get out of here as well. Yeah, so that's a rough gist of what breadcrumbing is. And obviously, if you're doing it as a group and you are providing those initial likes and love hearts and angry reacts to get it to the top, we can just make it a common a common sequence of events to see that in the local news. There's a comment section, any cool magazines, any tech blogs, anything along those lines. Team up, wrong hand. Spread the digital democracy revolution online that way. And this was meant to be 4 minutes, and it's now 5 minutes 30. So that's shipment out as soon as he gets this bit working again.